it's Gino from Stop Talking About Fragrance, and it is time for me to start getting some Relief. Relief is a new release from Chris Rusak and couldn't have come in a better time. This is my current collection from Chris Rusak, one of my favorite perfumers. So I have right here Timber, Dub, IO, 33, and Beast Mode. The ones I started out with and what kind of, you know, in my mind kind of defines how I feel about Chris Rusak is 33, IO, and Timber. And from what I gather, I believe these are some of the more natural heavy compositions. And what I love about Chris Rusak is he is not only a master of naturals, but also of synthetics. The reason why I got this, and it was an easy blind buy for me, was because it was noted in the description that it was a 60% or so natural blend, and that's why it was limited. And I just know that from the past, this is my favorite of all of them, I believe. Yes, I believe. And this has a high concentration of naturals. So IO is one that I really value and love in my collection. It's very deep, dark, woody, and it has an incense smokiness to it that's just really, it's my connection with Chris Rusak and kind of how I bonded with his scents originally. So when I saw that there was a disclaimer that there was a high concentration of naturals, there are only 50 bottles, so I had to go for it. And also, it's a really good time to support independent perfumers. Here we go. Okay, and this one is called Relief. So what we have here is the classic Chris Rusak confetti, and I just love the way he packages this. It's like, it looks like it's trash, but it's beautifully organized trash. Everything's trimmed, and it almost looks like an art installation no matter how you open the box. I love Chris. He's a really nice person. He's a really intelligent person. And I was fortunate enough to hang out with him a couple times, and the knowledge base and you know, just his whole grasp on art and perfumery and philosophy, it all is in harmony in his work. And for this particular release, he did somewhat of an artistic sort of expression over the top of these packages. I mean, these are just throwaway boxes, but he actually laid them all out and took a palette knife and painted white over all of them. So everyone's a little bit different. Mine is pretty much completely covered with white. Let's get this open. I have not smelled this at all. I have no idea. I know that there is myrrh in here, and that is pretty much it. So this is going to be, so, ooh, I don't want to, I messed it up. That's fine though. All right, here we go. Wow, that is dark. This is almost as dark as 33, and this is Relief right here, and this is 33. So this is a little bit darker than 33. And the lineup would be kind of like this. Okay, here we go. Okay. Very interesting. It's soft. He did say something about hay. I do smell that in the background there, but it's very soft. resinous, breezy. There's a deepness to it. Let me try this one more time. Almost has like a oak moss undertone to it, like a soft, you know, has like a dried fruit scent to it. Let's see if I can look up the notes to this. This is unlike, I don't know if it's unlike, it fits into his naturals, but this is very unlike what I would expect from Chris Rusak, which is not a bad thing. So we got raw myrrh, oak moss, absolute, orris resinoid. I smell a little bit of rose in here. Searching for the orris. I don't really get the orris resinoid. Maybe I don't know what that smells like. Cedarwood, absolute. Sandalwood. I think I just sort of feel that one. That's sort of a soft, smoothing. And I do get the ambrette seed, I think. Ambrette, I always forget what that smells like. It's like a musky, kind of peppery kind of smell. Tobacco absolute, and the rare absolute of the flower Nigella damascena. Which I don't know what that smells like. That's characterized as a thistle. Yeah. Supporting notes of bergamot and tea, beside pangs of warm peppercorn, violets, and hayfield. Definite hayfield. Not quite sure what violet smells like, although I should. This is very nice. Let me see if I can. I love the color of this. It's very calming. It's very calming. Very soft though. It does not, you know, project. It doesn't give you, like I could really spray a lot of this. There we go. I think I got it now. I love this. As far as the smell, like 33 has a little bit more power behind it, and IO does as well. Yeah, they're more of a powerful smell. This is very subdued. Like, it's harder for me to smell, but when I do get up close and smell it, it is quite amazing. I just wish it was a little bit more powerful, but I do enjoy what I'm smelling. So that is Relief. What a relief it is. And once again, this is rubbing me the wrong way with a sort of an OCD kind of a thing. I wish I had all of these as the bigger ones, but I think I might need to get another small bottle to even it out, and then another bigger bottle Sometimes I just do that. And everything's right with the world. I don't want to compare this to like, oh, this smells like a different perfumer. Because, you know, Chris worked really hard on this and it does stand on its own. But if I were to relate it to other people who haven't tried Chris's work, I think something along the lines of Hans Henley would be, you know, in my personal taste, but also have the flair of the hay fields and some of these notes in here. Very dry and incensey, and has those kind of almost dried fruit kind of a smell. I would say something like a something from Hans Henley, maybe Moan or something like that. But this is a different feel. This is more therapeutic in a way. It has a little bit more of a relaxation feel to it. It's very laid back, very laid back. You could definitely, when would I use this? I feel like you could use this any time of year. Summer nights, I feel like that would be really good. I feel like this is anytime relief, but nighttime would be great because it's not a huge, like, in your face heavy projector. It's just for yourself and comforting and sort of takes you away. So what do I get from this visually? Let's see. I'm gonna spray this one more time because I don't know what it is. It's not that I'm hard of smelling. I don't want to get anybody alarmed, but it is sort of a soft scent. And I'm already down 15 sprays. So I picture like a warm afternoon, sort of on a back porch, and there's some fruit trees and there's light pouring through the trees, but it's one of those things where it's like the beams of the sun are getting obstructed by branches, and so you're getting sort of like these piercing beams of light, and then all of a sudden it's dark, but everything's kind of hazy. Just relaxing. Breeze comes through. And in the distance, like, there's slow, like, farm work in the background with like hay fields and tractors, like maybe like one lone tractor just kind of finishing up, and the smell of the hay kind of going over. And just like looking at the clouds and enjoying the moment as like the wind like goes through your hair a little bit, and you're looking at the clouds, and just it takes you to a very relaxing, you know, place. But I get a rose in there too for some reason. I got a little bit of a rose prickle in there somewhere. And I'll also say that in the scheme of Chris's work over the past year or so, this is a little bit of a change of pace from what has been coming out of Chris recently, and which is interesting, definitely. I think if I smelled this in a discovery set, I would definitely buy this over something like After Every Ounce of Joy Leaves My Body. That one just didn't click for me. I don't know what it was. I think it was almost traumatic in a way that I didn't want to, like, I don't know. There was as much as I love like gasoline smells and smells of you know, I always want to have that kind of smell, but when you actually smell it, it is kind of off-putting in that it takes your mind to where would there be gas, and then, you know, what other smells do you smell? And sometimes those images aren't the most pleasant. So yeah, this is interesting. That is really interesting. Yeah, I definitely get a lot of oak moss from this, and those hay fields, and I wish I knew what tobacco smelled like a little bit more. Like, I know what pipe tobacco smells like. This kind of smells like it, but not really. Definitely takes you outside, takes you to an open space, and I think that is something that we really need to do right now, is to get outside into an open space and feel relief. So the last thing I'll bring up is this came out November 3rd, which was also election day, or it was packaged up election day. And what is it today? Is it the 4th? Yeah, I got this today. So this was sent out yesterday. I think this one has the most to do with the idea of this year. I think they're all timeless, but this one kind of feels like it has, it'll have a place in memory of this year. So here it is, Chris Rusak Relief. So this is Gino, and it's time for me to stop talking about fragrance and time for me to enjoy this relief. Thanks for watching. What is your fragrance for relief, or something that makes you feel calm or safe, or that everything's okay? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks, bye.